Hello, everyone. All right, did you guys do a lot of cooking and baking this season? Now, if you have a lot of grease and oil left over, do not throw it down your drain. We're talking about damaging your pipes and even causing sewer backups. Ugh, if you do that. Instead, Colleen Crowninshield and Jason Grodman are here to tell us a few places actually that you can take it so it can be recycled. You guys, thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you for having us.
Now, when I say grease and oil, what am I really saying? Like, what kinds of grease and oil?
You are saying anything other than motor oil.
Okay.
You can take bacon grease, vegetable oil, peanut oil, things that you usually would cook your turkeys in, or we have people who bring their bacon grease all year long and bring that. So just not motor oil.
Not motor oil, but that covers a really wide variety of things that we're asking people to bring in. And we mentioned, holiday baking and cooking, but really, like you said, some people have this from all year.
Fry their turkeys. So they'll fry their turkeys or fry foods, and then they'll keep it, and it only can keep for so long, and then it's just time to go.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. So when we have the mobile food trucks that will come sometimes and dump.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about them as well.
Yep.
And I'm sure you guys have been doing this so many years that some people know each year that this is going to be the time to take it in. And I did say a few places. How do I find where my closest location is?
Well, this is the 13th annual. Yeah. We are doing it on January 6th, and there are 5 locations across Tucson and Pima County. If you go to www.pima.gov/grease. We'll have all of the information there on where you can go. And from this studio, there's O'Reilly Chevrolet on the east side, not too far from this studio on Broadway, and that's one of the locations.
But that's how you make it so easy for all of us to do this, that you guys are in pretty much every part of the town, so something's going to be close by. Now, I did mention not pouring your grease and oil down your drain because I was mentioning a couple of things that can happen, but really explain to me, I'm standing there, I'm pouring my grease and oil down the drain. What happens?
Well, when you pour fats, oils, and grease down the drain, or anything like when you're post-cooking, you're going to wind up potentially clogging your own connection to the sewer.
Right.
So as we see on the table right here, this is an example of what can happen to your own sewer pipe.
So this is an actual...
That is an actual small fatberg that got lodged over time growing in somebody's house connection. So over time, when the grease gets poured down the drain, the fatty acids separate from glycerol and they kind of float like sticky globs, almost like soap when it mixes with the calcium in water, and it winds up sticking to the inside of your pipe. So as the next wave of grease or maybe even wipes or anything like that starts going down your pipe, it's going to get grabbed by these globules and grow over time. And as you can see here, this homeowner had a failure of their system. It was so impacted that it couldn't be cleaned out, and it had to be excavated, and the pipe had to be cut and replaced. So that's quite a large expense for a homeowner. So that's another reason to get the word out to not pour grease down the drain.
And I mentioned those sewer backups, and we're talking about it may not just affect you. This could be affecting the whole neighborhood, if it's something that affects pipes along the way.
Absolutely. So if it does pass through your connection, it gets into the public sewer system, combining with all of everybody else's waste, and again, you're going to get a larger sewer overflow, and that's a public health problem because you're going to have raw sewage potentially on the streets.
That's not what we want during the holidays. And Jason, this is literally what you guys pulled out of the ground. And I love that Colleen and Jason said, "Don't touch this. This came from the sewer." And I said, "So don't lick this?" Okay, I will try not to do that. I will try to hold back. But I love that it's an exact representation of what's happening when we do that.
Absolutely.
Because we want people to avoid that. Now, on top of the fact that we're going to avoid this, we're going to do something pretty awesome with it. We're going to recycle it. What does it become?
It becomes biodiesel.
Okay.
Biodiesel can be used in any diesel engine. It's used from anything from a 5% blend, so 5% biodiesel, 95% petroleum diesel, on up to 100% biodiesel.
Oh.
So, and it is completely non-toxic. It is as toxic as table salt, so if it drips into your groundwater, not going to hurt anything.
Wow.
But it can be used in any diesel engine. We have a lot of diesel engines out there.
And so that's why we're saying it's a cleaner.
It's much cleaner, about 78% cleaner than diesel fuel.
So not only are we going to save our own expenses by not having our pipes do this, but we're also going to know that it's going into something that's reusable, which is super awesome.
Absolutely.
Again, a testament why this is the 13th year that we continue to do this for everyone. So I'm going to remind them that collection date, those locations, and how to get a hold of you guys. But thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
us.
This is awesome. The 13th annual Grease Collection and Recycling event is happening Saturday, January 6th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 5 locations that are listed on your screen. So take a look right now, you guys. For more information, visit pima.gov/grease or call them at 520-724-6500.